Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is Shagalinku TV, and it's actually the Saturday's edition. Well, let me start by thanking everyone who joined us a couple of days back when I released my first, my new single, actually, my new song, and it's titled Let's Stay Together. It was released on Thursday, yeah, like 2 days ago. Thanks to everyone who's been listening, who's been making comments, and all that. So thank you very much. Also, I need to thank Oppo for supporting us today. So I'll be asking a few questions later on in the show as I talk with my guest. And then for viewers, any of you who get the correct three answers, you'll be going home with a few Oppo products. And yes, let me thank them particularly. Oppo just supported our program with an earpod. This is Oppo Enco W31. I think they discovered that we're having challenge with sound and struggling to hear with our microphones, and they decided to give us this. So we truly, truly appreciate. And for everyone who's made sure they support our program every episode, we truly want to appreciate you all. Okay, back here. um we're looking at music, what music can do, what it has been doing. We know music is a vibe, and it has its positive and negative range or reach, and that's why we're talking with a man who's paid his dues in the industry. I mean, I heard of him, I've been hearing and still hearing of him. um all our grandpas, our mothers, our daddies, they all danced to his tune. And I'm sure it's when the flyers came out, a lot of people were still calling to say, Ambassador, are you sure he's the one that you're having on the show today? So, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to welcome our guest, Pupa Oris Wiliki, here on the show.
Salute,
Yama,
salute,
yama,
salute,
yama.
salute, salute, salute.
Ah,
Nice.
Augusta, you don't know how happy I am. Legends like you. Yes, I know a lot of times you hear people talk about you and all that, but the truth is, we can never have enough to celebrate people like you, because one, you paid your dues even when music wasn't as lucrative or tush in the normal language now as it is now.
Yeah,
A lot of
right.
times you guys had to do it all by yourself. You had to learn through the ropes and all that. But anyway,
Yeah.
let me just let you introduce yourself. Your household name anyway, but then I'll still like you to tell your viewers who you are, and let's take it up from there.
Okay. Well, my name is Pupa Oris Wiliki. Music is my food. Music is what I breathe. I eat music. I'm a composer, author, and writer, performer of music. So I also produce music. So music all the way.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Okay,
Thank
let's
you.
let's even come to the nitty gritty. And yes, for our viewers, the comment section is free now. You can start sending your comments, and then we'll be reading them as it goes on. Um, Let me ask my guest. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we seem to be having a little noise there. Okay. Okay. So yes, for our viewers, the comment section is there. Please start sending your comments, and our guests will be reading them. Already, some viewers are already sending. This is from Ogbenyalu Udeala Okoye, all the way from Dublin, Ireland, and she's saying congratulations. Um, you have so many, so many, so many fans. Um, this one here, yeah, that's this lady is from Dublin, and she's always a regular viewer. Ogbenyalo. Let me take this other one, sir, and it's from Olubumi Jagede. It says, "So good
I can't
seeing
talk
this
to you.
legend
I'll call
alive
back.
and well."
I'll call back. I can't talk to you now. Call back later.
Okay, so we're still here, so please drop your comments, show some love to our guest today, the legendary reggae icon, Pupa Wiliki, live here on Shagalinku, and we'll be talking through his music and all that. And if you have questions, just drop it on the comment section, and he'll be replying them or responding to all of them. But let's even start with the music, sir. How did you start music? Some people will say they were born with music right from their mother's womb. Is that the same with you, sir?
I would say so in a way, because I started out very early. As early as 8, I was already in the choir singing. My father was a Baptist reverend, and we will go to church every Sunday. And then as early as 8, I was already in the choir. I grew up in the choir, singing. And if you want to say professionally, I just celebrated my 35th year on stage last year. So that's some
Whoa,
time.
congrats.
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty long, yeah.
Yeah.
Um I Okay, let me take a few messages again. Same lady from Dublin says, a legend. I love watching him on TV growing up in Nigeria. The great
Wow.
Orisiliki.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very
Oh
much.
God. Yeah. And Olubimi, I think we've read this before. It says, "Oh, so good seeing this legend alive and well." Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for
What
your
do you have to say,
compliment.
sir?
Thanks. Thank you so much for your compliment. We give God the glory.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So, sir, let me even come back to this. Like Ogbenyalo said from Dublin. I mean,
Yeah.
you're like almost the last man standing in the reggae music from your era.
Yeah.
I know. Yes, when we talk about reggae, we also shouldn't forget about other genres, because as at that time you were the rave of the moment. We still had the likes of Onyeka Onwenu, Christy
Yeah.
Essien Igbokwe, King Sunny
Yeah.
Ade, and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
how were you able to keep reggae alive? Because for some time, my mom will always say that when you listen to Alpha Blondie, um, Lucky Dube, and the rest, if you're coming to West Africa and Nigeria, the next set of people you'll be listening to would be Oriswiliki, Raskimono, and then the
Yeah.
Mandators. How were you able? How were you guys? Not just you now, because there was a synergy around all of you then. So how were you able to make sure reggae
Yeah.
music or reggae genre of music didn't go away? Because it was also trying to compete with other types or genre of music. So how did you guys do it then?
Okay. Well, I'll start by saying that God was one of the reason. I mean, I always give glory to God for everything. I think it was grace at the time. And then second of all was that the media was a lot disciplined then, a lot disciplined, because we were in the era where people at the media want to promote anything that was good and healthy for the environment. And so good contents were all over the air. Whether you were playing reggae music, you were playing Fuji, you were playing High Life, the sky was so damn big. And because the sky was big, it was big enough for everybody to fly. So today you have a systemic problem whereby one particular genre of music is overplayed over and above all others. Thank God for the internet today. If you go by stations, in the country today, you hear only one kind of music, from the north to the south to the west and to the east, even the south. So you hear one kind of music, one particular kind of music all over. So it doesn't give preference to others who have good music. And that is why we actually have lots of violence, in a society today, because what they promote, is not something that I think is heady. A lot of them are not heady. I may not allow my children listen to some of the things, some of the contents you have on air, So if you ask me, I would say we were able to do what we were able to do God was what God was there up, and then people were doing what they ought to do. You know, you're supposed to play any good music as a broadcast station to everybody. And the reason why I think this is so is because there's a benchmark for the employment of presenters today. You have people like, 24, 25, 20, and so doing presentations, and they don't even do research. In our days, because
True.
before I went into music, there was a school that you have to go to and be trained, and you do research before you play any kind of music. Today they can tell you how Beyonce slept last night, but they can't tell you how Onyeka woke up today or last year. And so these are things
Mm.
that are not normal, and these are the reasons why you see it seems like lots of music, good music, are not heard on the airwaves.
Well, okay. Yes, we're still live here, and I'm talking with Pupa Oris Wilkie, a reggae music icon. Well, not just reggae. He's a maestro in music generally because it's not easy being that long in the industry. Okay, I have a few people who will be asking you some questions across, so I'll just let Favor all the way from Ilorin. Favor is one of your
Okay.
fans as well, and I'll
Wow.
let her come on board and just ask you a few
Okay.
questions. Hello, Favor, are you there? Hello, Favor.
Hello, can
Okay.
you hear
Hello,
me?
Favor. Yes, I can hear you. Pupa Oriswiliki is here, so go on.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be on this particular episode today. I am very happy,
Good
very, very
afternoon,
happy.
Favor. Good afternoon.
How have you
Good
been? How is
afternoon.
I am so 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 happy because you are like a living legend.
That is
Yes,
beautiful to
yes.
hear. It's like good music in my ears, Favor. You can say it again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
so the question I have for you is because I'm a researcher and a girl child
Yeah.
education activist also. And
Okay.
for a while, I've been following up on music in Nigeria. I'm a Sierra Leonean
Okay.
actually, but I've been living here. And
Okay.
I feel your own brand of music falls in line with Charlie Boy, Obasere. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah, best area. Yeah, that's right.
Yes. This Sonny Ade. These are
Yeah.
people who have made music in Africa. Let me not limit it just to Nigeria.
Okay.
And so there's the association you're now the chairman of, which apparently I found that has started since 1984, which is amazing because nowadays we have young people coming into music and we don't seem to have control over the lyrics, control over the way they are produced,
Mm.
their videos especially. So I'm wondering
Yeah.
if an association like this, because I did my research and I found out that this association has been in existence since 1984. I think it
Yep.
was created to um, after the independence, and then we're supposed to get back. We're supposed to get our own associations of everything. Then there was this if I'm right, it was performing rights society or so. So am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's PMRS.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you're right.
So
Go
this
ahead. Go
association
ahead.
was made to scrap that one and made a Nigerian owned music society.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So my question is there a way you can tell me the population of Nigerian artists? Because I realize there are some artists that are still under this society, despite it's based or it's owned by the UK, that's England. So I'm wondering
Yeah.
how many, because so many of us use, like music is now a very, very strong force in Africa, in Nigeria, in the world. But it's seeming
Okay.
like some of these bodies are going extinct. They're getting extinct because the youth are not following certain rules and certain laid down procedures from their different countries. So I want to know how many of our young people coming into music, or how many of are artists that are part of your society?
Okay. Quickly, MCSN is a body registered since 1984. Hitherto, it was PRS UK, London. They were the one administering our copyright, our copyright in Nigeria. So when the population was big enough, the Nigerian fathers came together, people like Ike Dairo, Sonny Ade, they felt that we have enough members, we don't need to be collecting our money from UK. We should be collecting our money in Nigeria. And so that's how Musical Copyright Society was formed. And it was supposed to look after your works. I mean, after anybody who explore your work is supposed to be looked after and collect what is due to you. It's essentially a society to protect your works anywhere it's used all over the world if you are a member. And so when MCSN came on board, we were a sister company to PRS UK. And so if you were a member of UK before PRS, you were now advised to go to MCSN and get registered because we now have a Nigeria-owned society. It didn't stay long because there were people in the Copyright Council, as it were, that were also interested in taking control. And so they came up overnight in 1993, the very night Babangida was leaving office, and then changed the rule and said we now must register and been approved by the Nigeria Copyright Council, as it were, before we can operate. And we said everything was wrong about that because Nigeria is a signatory to all world treaties, WPO, and CISAC and all that. And so the golden rule of that is that nothing should be placed in the way of a creator in enjoying the fruit of his labor. And so when they now said we must apply before we can operate, we felt something was wrong. And so we challenged it, even when we applied. Apparently, we didn't know that they were putting their heads together to form a new society called PMRS. And so when they did that, we applied in any way, because we just felt it was going to be a matter of regulation and compliance. All right. And so we did, but we never heard from them again until when they now announced that there is a new society, PMRS, who is now approved society to administer works and then in your sound recordings. And we said, no, it can't happen because before you can be approved, there are certain requirements, that you must come to the table with, which we believe PMRS didn't have. Number one, you must have a wide range of repertoire. Repertoire meaning wide range of works, membership, before you can be approved. And we wonder why we, who have been in existence since '84, will apply with all our requirements, with all the requirements met, and then we're not given approval. We are given to somebody who is only on paper. They don't even have office. They don't have anything. So now realize that, okay, something fishy was going on. So we go to court. So we went to court, and it took 10 years before we won the case. And when we won the case, they didn't still promoting the other one that they have approved. And we said, no, we'll continue to follow the rule of law, which we did until sometime last year, when we now got two judgments from the Supreme Court saying that we do not really need any approval to operate as owners assignee exclusive licensee society. So today, if you have your works, get registered on MCSN. In fact, you can go on the media. If you go on social media, you will find their forms. You can register electronically and you'll be approved. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I know a lot of musicians are
Yeah.
also watching. So if you could share what they should Google and
Okay,
which will
just
take them
Google
to the site so they can know. Because a lot of times people just
just
get,
Google Musical
yeah, go
Copyright
on, please.
Society of Nigeria.org. Musical Copyright Society of Nigeria. One word. .org.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
.org. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be very,
You
very
you
fine.
can you can also
Yeah,
use
thank you
you
so
can also
much,
use
sir.
.com too.
Okay.
You can also use .com. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So .com or .org. So for musicians out there, you've heard it from Daddy in the reggae joint, Daddy Reggae. Okay, I will ask one question before I read out some of the cards because I know our viewers are always eager to grab one card or the
am,
other. But anyway, let me take this one and then I will ask Pupa some more questions. But
am
I
I
want to ask,
am
I
I
watched some of your
sorry, am I allowed to
sir.
perform in the quiz or the game that can win me an Oppo?
So, so fastest finger.
Yeah.
No,
So I
you are
can operate.
disqualified. You are our guest.
But why now? Why now?
Yeah,
That's
you
not
are our
fair.
guest. You can't.
That's not fair.
And a very beautiful package here, but you
You
are our guest.
see,
But don't worry,
I should
I will
I
I will
should I
make.
should I should I should join the competition and win one.
Okay, I will make a word for you, and we'll find a way of sending you one of these
That would be
to
lovely.
you, being
That would
our
be
guest
lovely.
for today. Yes.
That would
Okay.
be lovely.
So I will just take this card and then just get my guests to come back and answer a few questions. I really want you, sir, to talk about a few of your songs that I listened and they were very beautiful. I just saw that you were doing a whole lot even before NSAS, Black Lives Matters. Some of your songs like Tribulation, Heart of Stone, so many of the songs, I just kept watching them and I saw the video built up and all that. And it's really amazing to know that all the while you've been doing so well. And I think you're not celebrated enough, because you're in the league of the likes of late fella Nicola Bokuti, Orlando Woods, and the rest. But we'll come to that, sir. Let me quickly call out some of the cards. So many cards here. So I'll take this one from the Red Network. So get ready, fastest finger. 5374744728869318. I take it again. 537474 again. 4728869318. That's for the Red Network. And I'll come back and take some more. But let me quickly read out the Oppo quiz for today. As we'll like three correct answers. Send them here. The first three people to drop their own correct answers on the comment section here will win our prize for today. The first question is: name the memory capacity of Oppo A93. That's the first question. Name the memory capacity of Oppo A93. The second question is: which Oppo phone was displayed in the Big Brother show? The recently concluded Big Brother that had Leko as the winner. So tell us which of the Oppo phones it was constantly displayed on the Big Brother show. In fact, they even had a competition where they had to use that phone, and every night party they were also using the phone. So the third question is: mention any three Oppo phones model in Kano, or yes, or anywhere in Nigeria. Any of the three Oppo phone models that you can find in Kano. We'll come back and repeat that question, but let me come back to my guest. And if you've loaded the card, please let us know. There's still like three more to go, but I'll come back to my guests now. He's the reason for today's show, today's episode. So I'll do a lot of questioning here. I think I have another person who was supposed to join us and ask you questions. When he saw the flyers, he was like, "Ah, my mother used to listen to Oga with Winiki. I must join this show today." But he told me he was driving before he got here. I mean, sir,
Okay.
you've done so well, and I know it took us a while to get you to get to the show because you're always busy. I mean, we need
Yeah.
to celebrate. We need to celebrate you much more because you've done so well. But like maybe you are just like the secret achiever who you don't like making noise, you don't like all that. But no, people like you need to also encourage the younger generation because it's a struggle for reggae musicians, you know.
Yeah.
Just when we're
Yeah.
saying we didn't have too many of the reggae genre musicians, we are losing. We lost Majek Fashek and all that. So
Yeah.
it's really welcoming when we look up to people like you. And then for reggae, I like what you even said when you also started that in your days, media was saying enough. If your music will not get played on air,
Yeah.
if it's not proper, if the words are
Exactly.
not decent, you
That's
know,
right.
if
That's right.
if if
That's
the
right.
girls are not covered up. And I'm wondering, as at that time, even the few ones who managed to wear clothes that their hands might show and the rest were called ashawo then. And so
Mm-hmm.
what will you call the ones who wear skimpy things now? So
Uh-huh.
let me let me even ask, how what was your first song and how did you transcend? Because at some point the kind of songs we heard you sing when you started transformed to a much more matured, I would say, Oris Wiliki. So how was the
Yeah.
transformation like for you?
Okay. I had a mission, and my mission was to continue where my father stopped. Okay. In the early days, we used to go with him to campaign rallies, where we hold campaign rallies, massive crowd, and you have the stage, you do the administration, and we leave for another state, or you leave for another, another place to do another concert. So we're doing all of that. And when he died, at 49, he died very early. And I said, okay, I was used to going with him on stage, okay, doing an open air campaign, and I said, okay, I was going to do it through music, and I believe that I would reach out to more people than he was reaching, and so that was one of the aim of me going into music in the first place. And going into music, if you listen to me all through, you've seen that I have been, singing gospel. But most people didn't actually know that because it was reggae, and so you have a mindset. So if you listen to the lyrics and you read the back sleeve of all those albums, you will see each of those songs was inspired by a verse in the Bible, and I've always, written it at the back sleeve of any album I was releasing at a time. And so, like you said, growing old like wine, you definitely will be getting more matured in terms of lyrical contents and all that. Now we give God the glory. I am doing a lot more now than I've ever done. So today we have over 153 songs released.
Wow, wow, that's great. So let's even come. We always have we always see rather a lot of competition, backlash amongst the musicians. You know, so today
Yeah.
you find Davido beefing Wizkid. Tomorrow you find Tiwa Savage beefing Yemi Alade and
No,
all
don't be
that. And
fooled,
I'm sure,
Emma.
yeah,
Emma,
I
don't be
know.
fooled. Don't be fooled with those things. Some of them are just hypes. You understand? The same people
Yeah,
you think
but
it's just hypes, just to build followership. So when you see
yeah.
them doing those stuff, it's not really real. You see some of them, they're still attending the same party and all that. So it's not like the, the,
Yeah,
the heaviest beef. The heaviest beef we saw was between Tupac and Biggie. We saw
yeah,
what ended both of them, and so nobody wants to go that lane again. So what you see our kids do, I just consider them as hypes, you know.
Yeah, but bringing it back to your time, it
Yeah.
was healthy rivalry. That's what I'm just trying
Yes,
to bring. So whether
that is
it's a
correct.
hype or not, you find Onyeko Onwenu will play. My mom would say Onyeko Onwenu will play Christian Essien Igbokwe's music even in our own show.
That's
Christian
correct.
Essien Igbokwe will play some of Onyeka's music even in our own show. So there
You're
was
right.
healthy rivalry. And then
Yes.
even
Yes.
for now, even if it's hype, the fans may not know it is hype. You find them
Mm.
taking stands with their idols, and then they
All
go
right.
even to the extent of threats and all that.
All right.
So that's
All
even
right.
why I'm trying to say, how are you guys able to manage it then? Because ironically, there wasn't even the social media then. So we expected
Mm.
even more squabbles then, because
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
had a fan to protect. Unlike now that there are social
Mm.
media, this fan can cross carpet to this. How are you able? How are you guys able to keep the rivalry healthy? And still have your
Okay.
time to up to
Okay.
now.
Okay. Let me start this way. Pupa Oris, they just start releasing records as Pupa Oris. Pupa Oris Wiliki started out making stars before I decided to start releasing my work. And so if you look at the list from Majek Fashek to Victor Eshet to Ras Kimono, you will see my name at the back of the sleeve doing one thing or the other because I was very neck deep into musical production. Okay, so I was behind the scene making others
Mm.
stars. So some of those works like Send Down the Rain and all that, I was the one who did the demo before it ever got recorded. And so
Wow.
all the jobs that were done in the earlier stages where I participated in all of them as either co-producer, co-arranger, or a session musician. So if you look at the sleeve, you will see Orisulike behind it. And so when I started out, so I started out as a daddy, and that's why they call me Poopa, because every one of them had shared a little bit of me or my creativity in either one or two or three of their albums. Okay, and so I saw them as my own young brothers growing up. Okay, and so Ras Kimono was like my Siamese twins. Okay, we the only thing we didn't do was to sleep with the same woman. We were like blood brother. Yes, we were like blood brothers, and so that's why it affected me. He says it affected me in a big way. When it happened, I was by his side till he shut down. Okay, for 19
Mm.
days, I couldn't put on my phone, and so that's love. That's what we shared within ourselves. And so so was Majek. Majek was a school son to my own kid brother when he was at the secondary school. So he grew up before my very eyes. So why will I have competition with such kind of people? Can never happen. So all we were having was love, love all the way. And so because the sky was big, like I said before, there was no accident in the air, no birds hit the
No
other flying,
coalition.
no coalition because the media was doing the right thing.
True.
Today we have dozens of good music on the radio stations that I never heard. It wasn't so in our days. Thank God for
Mm.
social media. You probably wouldn't have heard any other music on air, all over anymore. And so it shouldn't be that way. There should be a drastic intent to correct these anomalies so that people can enjoy good music on our airwaves. In our days, there was no
Mm.
courtesan. Yeah, because of the heady music that we're pumping out. People listen and you are influenced by the good quality of content that comes out. Whether reggae or other music, you will enjoy good
Mm.
content music because if it's bad, they put NTBB, that is not to be broadcast. So they won't play soft music that has lousy contents. Okay, but
Yeah,
today
man.
anything goes on air. So today, if you don't have a nudity in your video, you might not even get it played. So that
True.
is what
True.
America has influenced the world with such kind of bad vibes. And so if you watch our TVs today, our ladies will go naked and in the videos. But I keep saying that they are the one, losing, because if I were any of the girls that want to appear in the video and you come and pay me how much, you are well suited, and you ask me to wear panties and leave my breasts, dangling on a TV. So I will expect you to also do the same thing. If you want us to naked, let's both of us naked, irrespective of what you are paying. And nobody will want to do it as a man. You see what I'm saying? So the
Yeah.
girls need to be tutored and to be given new orientation. They are the one losing out, because tomorrow after the video, you are the one looking for a husband. And so a husband that have seen your nakedness on airwaves, if my family will come with a lady that has shown nudity all over the place, I don't think my parents will want to go with me to go and solicit for a hand in marriage from such a person. And so you are the one that is highly affected. Or tomorrow your child grow up and they're playing your video, your nakedness, to your own child in school, of what your mother did with her body, on the national TV. I don't think no child will feel comfortable with that. And so they should watch it.
True. Okay. So many messages here. If you can see some of them, I would like you to read them. But if you can't see it from that end,
Okay.
I'll just read some. But this is from another lady, the lady in Dublin. If you see it, you could help us
Okay.
read again.
Okay. When music was music back in the days, if you didn't play Horace Wilkie, then you weren't happening. Ha ha ha. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Sweet
Yeah.
words.
And yeah, I got this one here. So help us read this one too, sir. From Matthias
This one is
Idris.
Okay, this one is saying we can use music for a positive change when we pass a message of peace across. That's correct. We've been doing that over the years. Thank
Yeah, yeah.
you,
And
Matthias.
yeah, Karim from Philippines in Asia sent this one. Please read.
Okay. Hello, fam. Black American media abroad in Asia, watching you from the Philippines Island. Oh, thank you. Awesome, bro. Bless you, Karim.
Hmm. Yeah, and I got this one here. Please do read.
Okay, following all your Zoom programs, very educative. Well done, Ambassador Iman Gabari. Yes, lovely. Peace.
Mm. Thank you. So I also want to ask, um, what were some of the inspirations, that came for you when you were writing some of the songs? Because they were also looking like prophecies, aside you were
Yeah,
fighting a whole lot of incidents then, as at then. Looking back to those songs now, you find that they are so relevant to this time. I saw one of your
yeah,
videos on tribulation. I saw one of your
yeah.
videos on Heart of Stone. I saw so many
Okay.
videos, and the depictions there is just like it's a reality of now. Take us through all your times during Mamsa and all the times you also had to be a voice, because a lot of
Okay.
times people only look at what Fela Nicola Kuti has done, what Bob Marley has done, and they are forgetting that Pupa Oris Wiliki was doing much more that period, and you were in the eyes of the government as well. Take us through that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Basically, like I said, every song that I put my pen to write is inspired by one thing or the other. But most important in my life, what inspires me most is God, the creator of the heavens and of the earth. His creations, i.e., the wind, for example, you don't know its color, but you feel it. Okay.
Mm,
Like I told somebody, if you think alarm is what wakes you up in the morning, put it beside a dead body and see if you will wake up in the morning. So
true,
everything
true.
is by the grace of God Almighty. And so that inspires me. I hate poverty with passion. I hate oppression with passion. I can borrow ₦1,000,000 to fight you if I see you are cheating me for just 100 naira.
Mm,
I don't like oppression at all. And so anywhere there's oppression, my mind is jarred up towards writing something. And so most of the songs that you saw me released were songs that were highly inspired. Sometimes I write a song 4 or 5 years before it's released. Conqueror, for example, I wrote it for like 4 or 5 years before I released it. And Conqueror, for example, was a song out of many frustrations, okay, when I said, waiting for my freedom, okay? But each time I tried is bitterness, sorrows, and pains, you understand? So we feel those things and we express it the way we felt them. We put it down the way we felt them. So, and that is why those songs outweigh you. You will live and you never, you will go and then the song still exists. Okay, songs like Jah Works, and so when I read the Bible and say, what does it profit a man who gain the whole wide world and lose his own soul? You understand? So these are all inspired by the Bible. And so when I decided to go out for the fight against freedom, because I'm also a member of a lot of NGOs, Amnesty International and all that. I'm a member of all of them, and the way the military was going with us, we had to shout, we had to cry. I know how many times SOS invited me, to explain what I was saying in Fight the Fire, because during the SAP riot, the students of Yaba Tech, they hijacked me and I was on top of the motor with that big speaker blaring. Give me a little time, I'll fight this fire, you understand? So a lot of people, after the whole thing, they saw it on the TV news and all that, and they invited me several times, punishing me, coming to the office, reporting, every morning at 9 o'clock for like 2 months to see if I will fail one day. I didn't fail. I was always going there. And what did I tell them? I said, these are inspirational songs. I wrote the song. So if it's applying to you, maybe you are reading something to it, but that was not my intent. And so they couldn't do anything, at the time. So we fought the military. The liberation of South Africa was through music. We all sang, one or two songs for the liberation of South Africa. And so more even biblical is if you look at the power of music, the walls of Jericho came down without shooting one gun, shooting one arrow. It was the power of music, And so there is power in music. And so we realize it. And so we use it positively, not negatively.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Okay, I'll read some more messages here and we'll be wrapping up soon because I know you have very other activities to do and you just had to squeeze this. Okay, this one is a reply to, okay, take this one again, if you can see it, from Frankie Bassi.
Okay, Frankie Bassi is saying a legendary musician. It's a pity our young people these days are not interested in their journey of music. Don't worry. Music comes in cycle, Frankie, music comes in cycle, What you see here is reggae anyway. Hip hop is a genre of reggae, so it's an offshoot of reggae because reggae has come in different forms and patterns, from ska to traditional root rock to lovers rock, to a lot of other formats, and now we're in the era of hip hop. It's all reggae still.
Wow. Okay. I'll take some messages that came on the text line. And then you can respond to them. This one here is from Matthew. It says, good afternoon time to your guest. It's such an honor to see him on your show. Tell him that even my mom said she was also dancing to his tunes.
I'm a young boy. Come on. I'm not that old. I'm still a young boy. Life begins at 40. Come on, man.
we know argue. We know you are young. You are 15.
Yes,
we know.
Life begins at 40 now. Yes, now.
Okay. This other one here is from Ismail in Sokoto. It says, joining your program all the way from Sokoto, and it's a good thing that you're bringing a legend for us. Sometimes some musicians are forgotten, even when they have done so well for the nation, singing good songs. Well,
Mm.
what do you have to say about this, sir?
Well, it is what it is. We hope in nearest future, maybe after us, the system will change. It's only in Nigeria
Mm,
that happened. Okay, um, America is built on mentorship of those legends that have worked hard, to instill some wave of positiveness in the society. And that's why when you watch all their reality shows, they always bring those legends to mentor the young ones. But it's only in Nigeria that you bring a chicken to mentor a chicken. And so what do you
mm.
come out with?
Mm, that's a good one. So as we
Yeah.
wrap up, okay, just hang on. I don't want to let you go just immediately. I still want to have you here while I read some of the cards again, and then I will call you to say your final words. But okay, I still got some messages here, but let me quickly take these cards and then I'll come back. This is from the Yellow Network. 6083558043955673 fastest finger for the Yellow Network. And I will read out the Oppo question for the day. There are three questions, and I will have three winners. So the first one is, name the memory capacity of Oppo A93. The second question is, which Oppo phone was displayed in the Big Brother show? Recently when Big Brother was on, there was a particular Oppo phone that was there, and they even were using it every Saturday at the night party. And then lastly, mention any three Oppo phone models in Kano market that you know, or in the markets generally. And these are some of the things we'll be giving out for the correct winners. And I must also thank Oppo for helping us with this earpod, Oppo Enco W31. You can see that's what I'm using, and it's so sleek and smooth. My guest said that it's clear and he could hear me while we were test running. So thank you, Oppo, for helping us, and thanks to everyone who's always supported us. Not just Oppo. Some people just call and say, you know what, we're going to take care of the bill this week. You're doing so well. We want to keep your program going because we know it's online and it requires a whole lot of data, power, crew, and all that. So we really thank you. And yes, I must thank my guests too for supporting us
Mhm.
and being on this program. It's not easy to get
you
legends
know,
on a
you
show.
know,
Ah,
we've been on this for a while,
Daddy,
you know.
Daddy, God will bless you for us.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Okay,
Amen.
before I let you go, I think Favor is back. Let me put Favor through if she has a final question for you, and then I'll also
Okay.
ask you mine. So, Favor, let's have you give your final question for our guest, and then we'll let him go. He really needs to run along as soon as possible. Favor, can you mute your mic and let's have you talk with our guest? Okay, while we wait for Favor, another message came in here. So, sir, I will quickly read it and see if okay, another fan has joined. It says joining really late. This is Odiambo, all the way from Kenya. You can see your
Okay.
fans are from all
Yes,
across the
Aloma.
world.
Thank you so much, darling. Thank you.
Okay. Adambo, you've not missed, but let me also say that the video will be here. Even after the program, everyone can watch, they can share, and then we'll have you. I know you're working on something, so tell us what you
Yeah.
Favor. Are you there?
Yeah, hello? Hello, sir. I'm here.
Okay, quickly ask your question. We have to leave soon. Yeah.
Yes, I have been following. But first of all, I want to say it's been a really, really great pleasure for me, sir, to meet you. It's been a
Thank
really
you.
great
Thank
honor.
you, darling.
But I have very
Thank
good
you.
story to tell my children.
Beautiful. Thank
Really
you.
an honor. Sir, I want to
Thank
ask you a
you.
question. Your
Okay.
song, the Ten Commandments, can I
Yeah.
exactly say it's sort of like a backlash to the colonial masters or something? Because I listened to
Yes.
the song and the
In
lyrics are
yes.
wonderful.
You got it right. It was
Okay.
written in a satiric form, but that is exactly what I was saying. How can you say
Okay.
that Mongo Park discover River Niger
Exactly.
when people canoed him? Does somebody who doesn't have nowhere to go, take you on the drive?
Yes.
They canoed him to Africa, and you're saying that they discovered River Niger. They met
They
fishermen there.
discovered
How
River
can they
Niger.
discover a thing
Yes, yes.
that is already existing? And they want our children to go and study his story. We said no. Let's study our story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really, a really great pleasure, sir. It's really a great
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir, Mr.
Thank you, bro.
Ambassador, for
Bless
having me
you.
very much.
Bless you.
Amen.
Favor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, bye,
Okay, sir.
Favor. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Bye, sir.
Your okay. Your parting words now. I please will really like to have you again. Some other time, maybe when you're through with your work. But
And
what's your final shots? Yeah. What would you
okay,
like to say as a
right
wrap up?
now, yeah, like you said, presently I'm promoting the new album. Go get you can download the one that is making wave everywhere, and they call it Them Mad Over It. Them Mad Over It. Go to my YouTube
Yeah.
page, my official YouTube page. Just Pupa Oris official YouTube page. So if you go there, you're going to see hundreds of songs that you probably haven't heard. you know. So I'm promoting that now. That is the mad over it. So you can share that, with all your fans.
We will. We will. Thank you so much. And what's the last word to upcoming
My
musicians
last
who
word,
may not be doing the normal? Yeah.
yeah, my last word will be that always ask yourself honestly if you are gifted, in the area of music, because there are thousands of talents that God has put in every person. God is always angry about somebody who will not appreciate the talents that God has deposited in you. Okay. When Jesus made a parable of the big man who gave five, three talents and one to a servant when he was traveling, he came back and was asking them, okay, what they did with the talents he gave to them. And he said the one that had five came back with 100% profit. Even the one that had two had 100% profit. But the one that was given one was cost because he didn't appreciate that which was given to him. You understand? So that is the way God looks at all of us. So it doesn't have to be music. Inside of you, there are 1,000 talents deposited in you. Try and find where you are talented. Don't, because of David O, say you want to now start playing music, because you will not be there, because you are not given, that's not your calling. So you must first of all ask yourself and discover yourself before you go into knowing how to really develop it. So if it's music, make sure you always go around where your better offs are, because you learn from them a lot. And so learning from them can take you from one stage of life to the other. That's my advice.
Wow, thank you very much. It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure having you on the show, and I hope
Bless
when
you.
we call you another time, you will oblige us. Thank you so much for being here.
I
We
always
appreciate
appreciate you
you.
very much. Thank you. God
Okay,
bless you.
okay. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, sir. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
So that's the size of the program. I want to thank everyone who joined us, everyone who sent us messages, who asked our guests messages, questions, and all that. This is the Saturday's edition of the program, and we had a reggae legendary icon, music icon, a producer, songwriter, and a performer, and Opaoris Wiliki. Yeah, and he's done so well for African music, promoting the reggae genre of music across the globe, really doing so well. And that's why we decided to bring him on the show today. It took us a while, yeah. We've been at this for a very, very long time. Sometimes when he'll be free, we will not be free. And when he's free, when we are free, he won't be free. And when he's free, we won't be free. There was one time he also had to travel, and we couldn't have him on the show. So it's really an exciting one to have him grace our show, Shagalinku, today. And thank you so much, sir. We really, really will say God bless you. Okay, before we wrap up or before we sign out, I will take back the Oppo questions again. There are three of them. So we'll be having three winners to go home with some of these items. This one here is one of them, and another one from Oppo is this other one here. Yeah. So as soon as you're able to answer the right questions after the program, we'll put it on. We'll find the winner for it. The first question is name the memory capacity of Oppo A93. A93. What's the phone memory capacity? The second question is which Oppo phone was displayed in the Big Brother show? And then the third question is mention any three Oppo phone models in Kano market that you know, or any market in Nigeria that you know. And let's get your answers, and we will pick on Tuesday. We will announce the winner, the three winners actually, and then we'll go. But before I leave, let me also take one more card. The Green Network. This is 941 3643 3277 2365. I'll take it again. 941 3643 3277 2365. That's for the Green Network. For the Yellow Network, 6083 5558 0439 5567. It's for the Yellow Network. I take it again, 6083 5558 0439 55673. This for the Yellow Network. And for the Red Network, I think I called it out before, but I'll just call it again. So you load if you have the Red Network, 5374 7447 2886 9318. This is for the networks. Please, if you load them, do let us know so we could tear the cards and get another one. So thank you all for joining us. Let me see, some comments are here. I'll just quickly read them. This says, looks like I missed so much. No, 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 you didn't miss Odiambo from Kenya. The videos are here, so you can still watch after the show is over. You can watch on our YouTube page, which is Shagalinku TV, on the Facebook page too, Shagalinku TV, and my personal page, Ambassador Emmanuel Gabari. So remember to also subscribe to our YouTube channel and then click on the notification button so that every time we come online, come to do our show, it will notify you and then you can join us. So at Odiambo, all the way from Kenya, you didn't miss anything. You could just go back and watch the show from beginning. It's there, and then you can join us. So thank you all, people. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ambassador Emmanuel Gabari, and thanks once again to Oppo for this wonderful AirPods that they gave. I'm sure you guys will see that the audio, it's much better now, right? And thanks, yeah, you can see that's the one I'm using. Thanks for supporting us. We truly, truly are happy. This is what they gave us to support our Shagalinku program. Let me take it closer. Yeah, so on behalf of all of us in Shagalinku, I really want to thank you. And yes, to Mr. Ibe of Oppo here in Kano, thank you so much for supporting us. And yes, the t-shirts, you can see the t-shirts. Okay. Thank you so much. That's what I'm wearing today. We thank you all for making this episode, and to everyone who's always helped us with airtime, with finances, to make sure that we come online every episode. We truly, truly say thank you and God bless you. Till I see you on Tuesday for a fresh edition of the program. My name is Ambassador Emmanuel Gabari, urging you to have a beautiful Saturday and enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you all and take care.